Hello everyone, my name is Soha.
My name is Nikita.
My name is Vinosha.
Our topic is about cleaning of space debris. It's tempting to see our space environment as it is romanticized floating paradise filled with nothing. How often do you think about space? Probably not enough, considering how much we use it every day. We rely on thousands of satellites to keep our modern life running smoothly. But there is an explosive threat approaching on the horizon: space junk. Satellites up in space beam TV signals and phone calls around the world. They facilitate Google Maps, GPS, and the internet, bank transactions, air traffic control, etc. They predict weather patterns and crop farming. They provide data on oceans, outer space, and global warming. And that's just a few examples. But in the race to set up the satellite, no one was thinking about future sustainability up in space. So, how junk have we put up into the orbit and how we are going to clean it up?
What is called space junk? Space junk is basically man-made objects which is no longer used to close and it is in the Earth's orbit. It is kind of like objects just in the Earth's orbit. So, which around it form small nuts and bolts. Space junk or space debris is any piece of machinery or debris left by humans in the space. It can refer to big objects such as dead satellites that have failed or been left in the orbit at the end of their mission. It can also refer to smaller things like bits of debris or paint which fallen off a rocket.
Let me show. We'll show you how the space. We'll see the space how it's surrounded by junk.
Facts about space junk. 2000 active satellites are in the Earth's orbit and 3000 dead satellites are in the Earth's orbit. And 34,000 pieces of space junk larger than 10 centimeters are in the Earth's orbit. And there's a lot of space junk larger than 1 millimeter in the Earth's orbit. Who studies space junk? The NASA Orbital Debris Program Office (ODPO) is a regular program in the Office of Safety and Mission Assurance (OSMA) at NASA headquarters. There are some places where the litter is acceptable and some other where it is not. Then what do you think that what is the proper place for space junk? We could say that it is the atmosphere. That abundant satellites on the debris cremated ashes to ashes and dust to dust. And this is the natural place for this.
In the global campus under this Steam Monkey Challenge, Professor Daniel Wood has challenged us to come up with the innovative ways for zero space debris. So here's the idea. We have two robots. First is our robot Savior. Savior robot has a signal transmitter through which we can control the robot Savior from the Earth. Next we have sonar panels on the both the sides. Through these sonar panels we can charge up the robot Savior. Next we have a huge connector over here, which is connected to huge net along with two sensors. When this sensor sends some beam, it's going to grab the debris. It's going to throw its net and grab the debris, and it's going to throw the debris in the trash can. Over here, we have a big scoop with two sensors. When this sensor sends some beam, it's going to scoop it up. Next, we have two propellers over here. These propellers act like a jet to the robot Savior, which makes the robot Savior to move around Earth's orbit freely. Next, we have a sucker downwards, along with sensors on the both the sides. When this sensor sends the beam, it's going to suck the debris. What happens when this first robot is actually full?
That's where second robot comes. It's called feature carrier. This severe robot is not going to come down to Earth anytime because it's going to be orbiting the Earth and collecting all the space debris around the Earth for a long time. But we'll be sending these feature carriers occasionally when this heavier robot gets filled up. Now this robot contains sensors. When it senses the second part, it's going to latch itself into the sucker crop. Then we have two solar panels on the either both sides. Actually, solar panels are going to build in a track. Then we have a signal transmitter over here. This carrier is completely controlled by the scientist on the Earth. When it gets latched into the sucker, the same gear is going to dispose all the debris into the falter carrier.
Conclusion. As the humanity aspirations in space continue to soar, it is our responsibility that we should not leave behind a trail of hazardous debris that endangers our progress. Space debris management is not a luxury, but it is a necessity for the sustainability of our space activities. By collaborating, innovating, and adhering of responsible practices, we should make clean space. Thank you. Our motto is save space around us. Thank you.